If you are a beginner and you are new to the world of freelancing, this video is for you. If you're an absolute beginner and you don't have any experience at all, not to worry, we're going to go through everything together. Before we begin, I'm going to ask, please like and subscribe if you like videos like this, and let's jump right in order for this video to be very easy to understand, I'm going to break it down into a few simple steps that you could follow. First step is to find your niche. Second step is to choose a platform. Third step is to gain experience, then create your rate, promote, and then repeat. So the very first step is to pick a niche or pick an area of focus for you. I do virtual assistants, I do video editing, and I do what else do I do? I didn't start out offering everything like that as a service. I started from the very the thing that was very easy for me, the thing that I was naturally good at, which was video editing. I used to edit videos before I even knew I could make money from it. I would do this as, like fun for myself. I'll do it for my friends. I'll create birthday videos before I even knew what color correction was, or creating cool transition, or anything about sound design. I already loved creating videos, and it was something that was natural for me. I actually found it fun testing different softwares for editing videos, and it was something I enjoyed doing. So it was easily the first thing I did when I wanted to start freelancing. So if you're trying to figure out what you want to do, first pick something that is natural for you, something that you are already kind of good at, something that comes naturally for you, or something that you can learn quickly, and just offer that as your first service as a freelancer. It doesn't have to be your end all be all. You can obviously change and pick up new skills along the way, and you can decide what you want to continue to do down the road. That's exactly what I did. I started with video editing, and then I moved into being a virtual assistant, and now I think I enjoy doing social media content management right now, but that could change at any time. I mean, if I get a really good offer for a video editing gig, I would definitely take it. So that's just a little idea on how to pick your focus area or your niche. Second step is to pick a platform. You can choose any platform that you want out there. Some people have their portfolio as their LinkedIn profile. Some people have their portfolio as a Notion page, which is what I do. I have my portfolio as my Notion page, and I'll definitely walk you guys through how to do that at the end of this video. You don't have to be limited to just one. In fact, I'm even thinking of switching over to Canva, because Canva just gives you the flexibility to choose different fonts and just create kind of like an aesthetic portfolio. But Notion is super easy for me because it's easy to edit. It's also good for collaboration, and it just gives you freedom with the type of content you can add to your Notion page. So you can create links in your Notion, you can embed things in your Notion, you can add files to your Notion, you can add videos, so many things that you can do in your Notion page. That is why I specifically I'm choosing to use Notion as my main portfolio website. Third step, this is simple: start gaining experience. So you have a niche and you've chosen a platform. Now, what are you actually going to put in your portfolio if you don't have any experience? My advice to anyone is to start doing it for free. When I first started creating videos, especially offering it as a service to other people, I started creating videos for myself, for friends, for people, and I had a hub where I organized everything. First, start gaining experience so that you can add it to your portfolio, usually for free at the beginning. Not to worry, this is not going to be for too long. You start getting paid clients when they see how good you are. So just use the free work to first practice, get good, and populate your portfolio website. This is great because if you want to start reaching out to paid clients or clients who have a lot of money to spare, you want to show them that you are actually good at what you do and you have some experience under your belt. I highly recommend using this website to get fake work. They know how to create like a fake client brief for you in case you are trying to get started but you don't have an idea of what clients could be asking for. Definitely use this website, it's amazing. The next step is to create your rate or decide what your rate would be. Now this is a very big one, and I definitely struggled with this when I wanted to start charging people because I had no idea what people were actually willing to pay for my service. When I started, my first ever video editing service, I charged 3,500 naira, which is quite small right now compared to how much people are charging today. And since then, I have just been like deciding, okay, is this okay? Can I offer this? Can I offer that? And now I kind of know what my rate is. But if you are a beginner, I just want to quickly decide what your rate is. The best thing for you to do is to go and Google what people are charging in your country on average for that particular service. Make sure that you are specific with this. Type in beginner with this much experience, what you would charge as a beginner. You will probably see a Reddit discussion or something on Quora or whatever, people just discussing online what they charge for this type of service. You want to make sure that your rate is reasonable for the area that you will be charging for. For example, I don't charge the same amount for people who are based in Nigeria with the same amount for people who are based in certain part of the world. So once you know the time that it will take you to do it, once you know the okay compensation it will take you to do it, you're going to put in all the other things that will be charged for this service. Like if you're paying for a software, if you're downloading some type of paid resource to complete the project, you have to factor in all those as well, and then charge a little bit above what you think your okay compensation would be. You can of course leave a comment and I will reply to you. Also, another caveat to keep in mind is that different clients will pay you differently because it's freelance, and it will depend client to client because different clients have different capacities depending on what they feel like they can afford. Sorry if I rambled too much. This is a very like touchy part of freelancing, deciding what your rate will be and how much you start charging people, especially as a beginner. It took me a while to even decide how much I would charge someone, and it can be a very touchy subject. So if you have more questions on it, please leave it in the comments and I'll do my best to respond. Now, the next thing to do is to pick a platform or get clients. Basically, the best way to get clients in today's day and age is content creation. You have to put yourself out there. You don't really have to show your face, but you have to put your work out there. You can definitely put your work on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr or so many other freelance platforms, but these platforms are very saturated, and even people like me who have some level of experience freelancing for years, we still find it very difficult to land clients or even clients that will pay you what you're worth on these platforms because it's super saturated. Not impossible, kind of very difficult, especially if you are a beginner with very little experience. I still recommend that you create a profile on these platforms because you might just be given a chance. Okay, somebody might just find you to be interesting, or they find the work that you do kind of interesting and they might decide to hire you. But another way to get clients in today's day and age is to put your work out there. Put your work on LinkedIn, put your work on Instagram, put your work on TikTok, put your work on YouTube, put your work everywhere, and talk to your friends, talk to your friends' friends. Let them know that you are doing this as a side hustle, yada yada yada. Just make sure that you spread the word about what you do. Promote yourself as much as you can. Nobody's going to promote you as much as you are going to promote yourself. I can't really talk anymore. Like, just chip it in there. Oh yeah, by the way, I do this part-time, or oh, by the way, I started doing this and I've been enjoying it. Yeah, I do it as a freelance gig for people. If you know anyone who's interested, just like send them my way, you know. Chip it in somehow, let people know that this is something that you're doing, and you would appreciate it if they could send clients your way. Also, people will be more inclined to doing so if you can promise them a cut or a percentage. So if it's something that you can do, just tell them that, hey, if you bring clients my way, I'll give you X percentage of what they pay or whatever. This is just a great way to get people, you know, finding clients for you. So you're doing less work, they are helping you bring clients. The last step is to repeat. Now, this is a really interesting, fun part of the process, and this is just re-evaluating your freelance work, deciding again if this is a niche or an area of focus that you want to continue to do. I don't know, next 6 months, next 1 year, moving forward. Is this a platform that you want to continue to use? You want to change platforms? your experience. Now that you have more experience, you can remove some of the free experience that you did and put more professional experience on your portfolio, experience that had impacts that can be measurable, that clients will really be like, I like that. Put that on your portfolio, clean it out. You don't need to have 20 projects on your portfolio. The top 4, the top 5 is good to go. And also creating your rates. This step you can also redecide, hey, I've been freelancing for a year now. I don't think I would be okay continuing to charge this amount of money. I think at this stage of my career as a freelancer, I need to raise my rates because of course I have more experience. I can charge more. Maybe you move from charging per hour to charging per project or per gig or per, I don't know, however you decide to charge, or per month even, or per week. You may not even need to do much work in terms of like promotion because your work just starts to promote itself. But I mean, you can move from creating content to creating ads or courses or doing one-on-one training. That is dependent on you. This is just me like just showing you like a long-term progression of how your freelance career could go. And yeah, just continue the whole cycle again and again. Decide if this is something you want to continue to do part-time, if you want to go full-time, and all the, you know, whatever. Okay, that is how to become a freelancer. Those are all the steps that you need. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you watch this video to see some of the best side hustles to make your first 1 million online. And if you want to learn how to make a freelance portfolio, make sure that you click here as well.